7 Days in Switzerland Detailed Itinerary, Complete Guide for the First-Timers. Switzerland's breathtaking sceneries and towering mountains clad in snow are waiting for you. Since international travelers can finally enter Switzerland, it's time to start making travel arrangements for an amazing trip to the land of fondue, watches and infinite snowy vistas. It can be difficult to plan your schedule and the ideal travel routes for your trip to Switzerland, because there are so many locations to go to and sights to see. It's wonderful to travel to Switzerland for the first time. You're eagerly compiling a mental bucket list and are assembling your belongings. However, organizing a Switzerland itinerary can be difficult. All the locations you'll visit, the folks you'll encounter, the meals you'll be having, but every journey also raises important questions that demand a response. How long should you plan to stay in Switzerland? How do you navigate? What must-see highlights are there, and what can actually be accomplished in the time available to see and do? Do not worry though, since we have created a comprehensive 7-day itinerary for Switzerland that will allow you to visit all of the must-see locations in just 1 week. This 7-day route begins and concludes in Zurich, the primary airport for travelers entering Switzerland by plane. However, given the size of Switzerland, you could theoretically begin and end in any other city. Alright, let's start now. Day 1, Zurich. To get to Zurich from Zurich Airport, take the Zurich Hauptbahnhof, ZRH route, Zurich HB, around 11 minutes to get there. Zurich, the largest city in Switzerland, is well known for being the country's cultural and economic hub. This city is undoubtedly worth seeing because it is home to stunning architecture, a fascinating history, and some of the world's most opulent shopping areas. Things you can do in Zurich include spend an afternoon in Zurich, the country's largest city, then traverse Lucern's famous Kapellbrücke. Fill up on the complimentary Swiss cookies, take in the lovely nighttime views of Bern, the country's capital UNESCO World Heritage Site. Day 2, Bern. I advise you to go from Bern as soon as you can in the morning to make the most of your time in Interlaken. Just about an hour is needed to go to Interlaken by train, giving you nearly a whole day to enjoy the popular tourist destination in Switzerland. The location of Interlaken makes it easy to go on amazing outdoor adventures and breathtaking mountain excursions. There are numerous activities in Interlaken that will raise your heart rate if you wish to spend time there. Take a passenger ship tour on Lake Thun or Lake Brains for a more affordable choice. Both rides provide breathtaking views that will make you wish you could stay put forever. As if that weren't enough, the Interlaken area's Juanfrau region is a fantastic hiking playground. Whatever your level of fitness and goals, there are an infinite number of trails to choose from. Of course, the famed Juanfrau Joch, often known as the top of Europe, is the place that everyone here simply must visit. Unfortunately, this amazing journey is very expensive. For a round-trip ticket, budget up to 210 CHF, €197 or $220. If you're looking for a somewhat less expensive option, consider going to Mount Skilthorne. Both the cable car ride up and 360 degrees vistas from the summit have the ability to leave you speechless. In close proximity to Interlaken are the picturesque alpine villages of Grindelwald and Lauterbrunnen. Not to be overlooked is the Ahr Gorge, which is where the river Ahr flows towards Lake Brains after leaving the glacier. I should probably just stop outlining your options now because doing so will simply lead you to give up reading and choose to stay in Interlaken for the entire week. We wouldn't want that either. Day 3, Lucerne. One of the most popular places to visit in Switzerland is Lucerne, which is well known for its medieval architecture in the snow-capped Alps. The best thing about this small city is how close the rail station is to the old town and all of its major attractions. But the largest draw here is unquestionably the breathtaking alpine rides, with quick access to Mount Titlis, Mount Pilatus, Mount Rigi, and Juanfrau Joch. The top activities in Lucerne include traveling on the first spinning cable car to Mount Titlis, taking the steepest cogwheel train in the world as you descend Mount Pilatus, walking across the renowned Chapel Bridge, Kapellbrücke, taking a boat tour or sightseeing cruise on Lake Lucerne, Elstad's Lucerne's Old Town exploration. Day 4, Interlaken. For those who adore the outdoors, Interlaken, a classic resort town, is heaven. The Swiss playground offers a wide range of adventure sports in addition to breathtaking alpine scenery. Imagine viewing the Alps while paragliding through the air. We're not sure what else will sound like heaven if that. The best activities in Interlaken include observe the entire scene from Harder Kroon. Paragliding from Biedenberg to Interlaken is an option. Consider taking a Lake Thun sunset sail. Ride the train to the Skynice Platte and paddleboard or kayak across Lake Brains. Check out St. Bede's Caves. Day 5, Golden Pass Line, Montreux. It's time to depart from Interlaken, but do not fret. There are many captivating sights to behold on the Golden Pass Line, one of Switzerland's 5 major scenic train journeys. It links Montreux on the coast of Lake Geneva with Lucerne, the nation's capital. This area encapsulates what Switzerland is all about and is a mountain lover's ideal paradise. In Montreux, where the Golden Pass line ends, you can still have a few hours to spend exploring the region, depending on what time you get there. The two primary locations I advocate visiting are the well-known Chateau de Chillon, a historic castle beside Lake Geneva, and of course the nearby Lavieux Vineyard Terraces. Get out and call your epesses, and take the walk through the vineyards to fully enjoy the breathtaking vistas of this UNESCO World Heritage Site. After a long day on the train, let's toast to a beautiful and peaceful evening. The Swiss Travel Pass, as well as the Eurail and Interrail passes, completely cover the Golden Pass line. The Golden Pass line can be completed without booking a reservation. A4. Gruyères Brugge, Montreux Zermatt. A journey to Switzerland wouldn't be complete without stopping by a cheese or chocolate factory. Exactly, so you can choose to do both today. Following breakfast, either leave your bags at the Montreux railway station or see if you can leave them at your lodging for the day. Then take a train to Gruyères, a charming but slightly touristy village. Some of the route may look familiar from yesterday. Regular regional trains in the Golden Pass line both offer service between Montreux and Montbovon. The medieval castle in Gruyères is the primary draw. Admission costs 12 CHF and is open to the public. The numerous gift shops and secret cobblestone alleys, however, also entice visitors to stay longer than they anticipated. You may observe how the renowned Gruyère cheese is manufactured by paying a nominal entrance fee at the Gruyère cheese plant, which is directly behind the train station. There are also options for tasting samples. After finishing your snack, either take the bus uphill or continue on the path until you arrive in Gruyère's center. You should spend about 20 minutes on this walk. You have the choice of traveling to Brock to see La Maison's Collier after seeing Gruyère's and perhaps picking up a few souvenirs. You may learn everything there is to know about the oldest chocolate company in Switzerland, and at the end of the tour, you can try a ton of complimentary samples. Try to digest your cheese and chocolate overdose on the train ride back to Montreux before getting ready to continue to Zermatt for the night. If you leave Montreux in the early evening, you'll arrive in Zermatt in time for supper. This last journey takes about 2.5 hours. Day 5. Domodossola Locarno. The outdoors and mountains are the focus of Zermatt. You'll adore it here if you came to Switzerland for the breathtaking vistas. Numerous walks and hikes of varying degrees of difficulty will take you to locations you didn't even know existed. Take the well-known 2.5-hour Zermatt Lakes Trail as an example. It gives amazing views of the Matterhorn and passes 5 lakes in the mountains that are glistening with clarity. Walking across the longest pedestrian suspension bridge in the world, located in Randa, is another magnificent yet dizzying experience. It spans the valley by 494 meters, which is 1,620 feet. Hello, dizziness! After traveling by rail for 15 minutes from Zermatt, the circular track begins and ends in Randa. Your final stop for the day is called Locarno Fart, which will probably make you giggle right now. I realize the name is awful. The phrase Regional Railway for Ticino is an abbreviation for Ferrovie Autoline Regionale Ticinici. Day 6, free day in the canton of Ticino. Prepare to really experience the Italian portion of your trip to Switzerland. There are so many options for activities nowadays that you won't get bored. I advise you to start by traveling to either the Meggia or Werzaska river regions. Both are excellent for hiking, relaxing by the river, or taking a cool swim. Don't forget to bring your lunch along for the ride as well. In both valleys, there are several opportunities to stop and rest. There's always the 007 bungee at the end of the Werzaska Valley, if you're one of those adrenaline addicts. This 720-foot, which is 220 meters, plunge may have been used in the James Bond film GoldenEye. Please email me a photo if you decide to jump from that wall. I'd really like to see that. If you're looking for some delectable pizza or an ice cream, Ascona is the ideal location for a special lunch or evening. Every restaurant here has an Italian flavor that you can taste. Day 7, Geneva. Some of you may be familiar with the picturesque city of Geneva because it is where the United Nations meets. The decisions that have an impact on the entire world are made. This French-speaking city on the harbor, tucked between alpine peaks, is home to both historic, character-filled streets and metropolitan business districts.